What's going on, family? Welcome back to another episode of Unlocked Minds. My name is Noah, and I'm here to help you guys mind your mind for the jewels of the soul. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another banger. This one's going to have a lot of gems for you guys, so make sure you stick around to the end. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, I really wanted to talk about the ego. Before I dive too deep into, how to overcome your ego, I more so just want to start with simply defining what the ego is. So we all have an ego, whether you are aware of it or not. Your ego is responsible for identifying with form. Your ego identifies with your thoughts, with what you are feeling. Anytime we are judging others or gossiping about someone else, that is our ego. So a way that we can overcome our ego is by simply becoming aware of it. The present moment is a gift. Being aware in the present moment allows us to overcome our ego, because our ego cannot exist within our mental complex at the same time as our awareness of our presence. You guys got to understand that once you are aware of your ego, it subsides. You more so have to learn how to work with your ego. Ask yourself, what is your mission? What is your purpose here on this earth? Align yourself with thoughts that are bigger than yourself, bigger than your ego. You see, a lot of times we are thinking the same pattern of thoughts day in and day out, and we wonder why our days are so dull, or why they're always the same. We're going through these same cycles, through these same loops, and a lot of times it's because our thoughts are shaping our reality and we're not even aware of it. Where do your thoughts come from? We are the awareness behind our thoughts. If I wasn't aware of that, I would just be thinking that the thoughts that I receive, they're mine, and I would start to identify with them, and that is where the ego is formed. See, the ego resides within the solar plexus chakra. If you want to open your heart chakra and function in this reality from a place of love, you must first become aware of your ego in order to overcome it. One way that you can test if the thoughts you are having are from your egoic self or from your higher self is if you just ask, is it coming from the heart or is this coming from the ego? And a lot of times deep down, your intuition will be pointing towards one or the other, and it is up for you to use your own discernment to choose whether or not that is, from your higher self or from your ego. We all have to understand that other people come into our lives to teach us lessons about ourselves. We come in contact with many people throughout the day. Some of them aware of their egos and some of them aren't. So the next time you are, say, having a conversation with someone, pay attention to what they are speaking to, because they are speaking to you. You're normally used to identifying as yourself, right? But remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. During that conversation, if you feel like you're getting attacked, your ego will feel like it needs to defend itself, and then you may say something to hurt the other person in an act of vengeance. And so by simply just becoming aware that hey, this person may be saying something to me that isn't right, I know that I'm bigger than who I am on the surface level. So once you can start being aware of those simple moments throughout your life, you'll start to not take things so personally. You'll start to begin to overcome certain thoughts of anxiety or depression or fear or anger, because you'll realize that at the end of the day, a lot of the times the stuff that we're getting mad or anxious over, it doesn't really matter. No one's really thinking about you as much as you're thinking about yourself. I'm saying this because we're trapped in our own minds. We're constantly identifying with forms, and our ego can be inhibiting us from being who we are truly meant to be, from expressing our authenticity. A lot of people are, sometimes afraid to be themselves, and that fear is all ego-based. If you were to go into meditation and calm the mind, you will start to see that your ego begins to quiet as well. Then you can observe your thoughts, and you can see them arise and fall for what they are. Now, I'm making this video for you guys to understand how to overcome the ego through awareness of the present moment, but also for you guys to understand that you must function with your ego. You must learn how to go with the flow, so you are not fighting it, so you are not trying to live without that coexistence, without that balance. You need the ego to understand the yin and yang. So I hope that made sense to you guys, and I know there's someone out there that video resonates with, so hope that video helps someone out there. Peace. I'm out.